I'm Nick McCullough.
I'm Sam Miller.
I'm Anthony Ellis.
I'm Matt Avery.
I'm Tom Aspinall.
We're Bigfoot. We're from Wigan, in the northwest of England, near Manchester.
So looking forward to the release of our first album. It's gonna be ace.
Influences on the album, we've got a bit of Def Leppard in there, a bit of Metallica.
Whitesnake, Guns N' Roses, a lot of classic old bands.
This was a co-production between us and our engineer Justin Richards, who is really, really fantastic. He worked on our first 2 EPs.
He's an absolute great bloke to work with. He knows us on a personal level, having a good time, having a laugh with.
Pretty much captured our sound and what we wanted as a whole.
And he had great ideas to it as well. It's like a 6 band member in a way.
We thought when it came to making the album, you know, it had to be Justin.
So the album's getting released under Frontiers, which we're really excited about. So happy we signed to them because they're such a big label with some of our massive influences on that label. Extreme, Whitesnake, superstars, you know, so we're very humbled to be part of that family.
One advantage about this band is Sam and Mick, the 2 guitarists of the band.
Mick Miller, the dual lead guitar shred phenomenon.
The difference between them and other bands is usually a band will have a rhythm player and they'll have a lead player, but it's not the case with this one because they both play exceptional rhythm and exceptional lead guitar. They swap that around a lot when it comes to like riffing and solo sections.
Sam, I've literally heard him make a guitar sing before. You can't compare to it, you really can't. And with Mick, he's like a real laugh riff machine. He doesn't even need inspiration. You know, he just switches it on like flick of a switch, like turning on a tap.
What they've got together is so dynamic, it's unbelievable.
Ace guitar players to play with.
You know, without a doubt, 2 best guitarists, if not the 2 best guitarists I've worked with.
The guitar influences would be Slash of Guns N' Roses. It's got a filthy, dirty style of playing, which I adore. And Metallica, I just love his right-hand technique, that filthy riffing, that chuggage, played a bit of influence to me. Favourite track on the album would be Tell Me a Lie, because it's a really good feel-good party, dirty track. You can really get your teeth into it, I love playing it.
Mick's strongest solo on the album for me is in Tell Me a Lie. It's got a proper Nuno vibe at some points. It's just, yeah.
That was our work. My favourite solo of Sam's on the album has got to be Forever Alone. I think it's super tasty. The Vib, all about it.
My favourite track is probably The Fear. Just get a really good vibe from that song, really upbeat, fast-paced, and it's quite hectic. It kind of reminds me of like a total-did heavy metal. Favourite guitar players of all time are Brian May, Zakk Wylde, Slash. Favourite bands have got to be Queen, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Fleetwood Mac, and Def Leppard.
Playing with Tom, it's really, really good. Most of the time, we don't even have to look at each other knowing what to play, you know, when it comes to drums and bass. I think, you know, we just nail it.
Tom, he's an absolute powerhouse. You know, he's got a heart of gold, and he's a pleasure to work with on stage and off stage.
It's a very, very tight rhythm section, and I'm really, really pleased with it.
Working with Tom and Matt in the band, it's great fun. Powerhouse Tom on the drums. Matt Dick Fingers, God, he can slap that fish. Can play that bass, that man. They're a joy to play with. They make our job easy. It's really fun. I love it.
Playing with Tom and Matt, it's just great having such a heavy, tight, sort of powerful rhythm section because it means me and you can just play whatever we want. We don't even have to be in tune.
We can just whittle away, can't we, and get away with it, it's fine.
So, yeah, to have them foundation of it, it just makes our lives easier and
thunderous rhythm section.
Anthony Ellis, Captain Power Pipes. I wear earplugs when I'm just near him, he's ridiculous.
My personal influences, without a doubt, people like Steven Tyler, Paul Rodgers, Bruce Dickinson. I'm a big soul fan as well, the likes of Stevie Wonder, and one of my favourites has got to be Otis Redding. Right up there, you know, he's got the soul, brother.
Anthony is one of my favourite singers in the world. With a great voice. He's a very inventive vocalist, Anthony, and he's a great frontman. To share a stage of it's just great fun.
Yeah, with Ant in the band, particularly live for me, it's the energy that's there. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know where he is half the time, and he's just sort of
Nuts.
gonna walk into me half the time if I don't move out of the way.
Great vocal range, and he loves his soul sort of stuff, and that I think that comes through. It sort of pierces through the rock vibe that we have.
Yeah, he's got a very capturing stage presence as well. Huge advantage on the live side of our band.
Too many E numbers and blue Smarties. That guy is nuts. The writing and preparation part of the album absolutely flew by. We recorded the album in Manchester, England.
How did I find the process of the album? Can't remember most of it, I was pissed.
We had to write, I think, 11 or 12 new songs that we had to start from scratch.
It can differ. I mean, I can come with a riff, or Sam can come with a riff, and then we can build around it. Or sometimes Sam and Ant can come with an entire tune, an entire song, and then we just bang it out in the practice room.
We've got several different ways of writing. Sam and myself, we've come up with full tunes before and brought it to the band. On the whole, we all bring something. Mick, he brings in a riff. Sam can take that riff and expand on it. Me and Mick have done quite a bit of writing. Matt, he'll bring in little bits of this, little bits of that. Whoever writes the song, it takes all 5 of us to complete one. And eventually it becomes what is Bigfoot.
Wrote the songs as best we could, and we were all very proud of them. We had loads of fun. I had a week to play these tracks as best I could, and every day I was in the studio. They were long days, 10-hour days. But we got there, and we felt a lot better after we'd finished. Straight to the pub.
What I'm most proud of is how the album sounds as a whole so far.
What I'm proud of is probably what Sandra said, Tell Me a Lie, solo, because it was hard work. I had to really rehearse to get it right, but I got there in the end, proud of it.
What I'm most proud of on this album is probably the drum sound. It's so much more powerful than the EPs, but it's a bit more polished as well. The snare drum especially is probably my favourite drum I've ever listened back to, and I'm proper proud it's mine.
What I'm personally proud of is my bass sound that I was able to put in, how it makes everything else sound as well. Plus it makes me sound like a better bass player as well. So.
Generally, just the writing of it, I think for me personally, I feel like it's some of the strongest stuff that I've ever written. Some of the guitar work as well, I'm really proud of it.
The thing I'm most proud of, the backing vocals on the album. The spreads of the chords we was using were phenomenal. I mean, I was going from right up there to all the way down here, and it was just such a fun experience. So I really enjoyed them.
Am I looking forward to the album? Of course I am. I've been working on it for so long, it'd be daft not to be looking forward to it. It's going to be our first album.
I'm looking forward, I'll be honest. Did they say grab the bull by the horns? I'm going to grab the bull by the horns, I'm going to take a chunk out of his head. If that answers your question.
I am buzzing about the new release. I can't wait for it. Bit nervous, bit apprehensive, but in a good way.
If you don't like it, I will, so I'm not bothered.
Pretty nervous about this album release, as much as I am excited. I feel like it's a massive test for us to actually release a full-length album.
We're going to be setting an impression of what Bigfoot is from the get-go. I'm also looking forward to getting out there and just playing it to the people.
Plans for when the album's released: go on tour, go on gig it, get it out to as many people as we can, make sure everybody's enjoying it.
Plans when the album's released is to tour the hell out of it, hopefully all over the world. World domination.